Greetings, I'm Trinket and welcome back to Niche. And we are doing story mode. We have done it before, but this time it's an alternative Adam. And this is called Darkness of Adam. He wasn't actually taken by the bird without his permission. He wanted the bird to destroy his family. Who knows why? Perhaps he thought his father had too many mates and neglected his own mother, and then his mother up and died. Shortly after his first day of life, but his memories remain. And he has only one full sister out there that looks exactly like him. Sadly, she was left behind, and I think perhaps she's the only one he cares about. And he told the bluebird to eat all of the babies, except for hers. And he hopes that perhaps one day, if his descendants return to that place, that it will be her lineage that lives on, and none others. Or perhaps the bird did take her, and he will have to find other poison-fanged striped creatures in the world. But he could not stand to be there, his heart broken. And the bluebird is his ally. Although that bluebird is not the same as every bluebird, of course. And the family will have to make sacrifices to keep the bluebird as their ally. Which means possibly this family, when there are bluebirds present, may sacrifice one of their babies, if they feel the need. But it will be seen as a sacrifice to their ancestor Adam. Let's move this little guy. Try and see. Okay. What a long day. Time to get some sleep. Beginning of each day, animals regain their action points, which are represented by the gems on their chest. Each performed action, such as walking, depletes one action point. And I have a hard time depicting between the blue and the pink, especially when they are darkened out. Click on the End Day button at the top of the screen, or press spacebar to end the day. Well, it is time to end the day, so let's go to the next day. And he's growing older. There seems to be plenty of food on this island. Let's eat, says the tutorial. Animals eat one food per day. Make sure Adam doesn't starve. The animal counter in the lower right corner displays how much food is consumed when ending a day. Next to it is the food counter, displaying how much food has been collected. Select Adam. Find a berry bush, which this is a berry bush, for anybody who doesn't know. And this is to collect the fruit. Ah, yes. This island, okay. We're going to turn to the next day now. I think he's going to get a little bit more food, and he's going to head this direction. To the next day we go. He would like more food, but we need to get him out here because I'm pretty sure there is nobody else on this teensy tiny island on which he landed. Did you know, in the original version of the game, Adam had a deformed paw, and I think that was because he fell from the skies, but that wouldn't really be heritable, because it'd be like an injury. But we're going to turn to the next day now. And he's going to come over here, pluck this grass, and I'll be back in a moment because this game does tend to crash if I click this while recording. And here is the second little island. Behind you, the stepping stones crumble and splash into the ocean. Oh, there must have been stones that he was stepping on, and they're just gone forevermore. It sounds like animals are living on this island. You smell the presence of a member of your species. You can toggle your senses by clicking on the button in the bottom right, which is right down here, or pressing 1, 2, or 3 on your keyboard. Move around and use all your senses to find the member of your species. Offer it 5 food to join your group. Well, at least we have plenty of food to do that. So let's... He doesn't have very good sense of smell. And usually they'll be by the food. Surprised they're not here now, but we're going to turn to the next day. Oh my goodness, she is precious. I love dark colored leashlings. And she has Stinky Tail, and I love Stinky Tail. And she has Peacock Tail. Oh, she's amazing. And she carries a mask. Unfortunately, she doesn't carry poison fangs, because some Eves can spawn with that, but that's okay. We are going to invite her. She's going to get us some extra food. Oh, I guess the animal you found is a female called Eve. Adam and Eve seem to like each other. Let's start a family. Already, you two? You just met. But you know, animals work that way, at least the non-sentient versions, although I'm not sure that they're really non-sentient, they're just not as sentient as humans. An animal's sex is displayed in the bottom left corner. Males have manes. You can use the tab key to switch between animals that still have action points left. There is a hybrid in here, and it does not have a mane, so it's hard to tell. Move your animals together and mate them. Well, they're already next to each other. And you know what? I'm going to let chance roll for the first couple of babies. Eve is pregnant. She needs a nest to give birth. Well, there's a permanest right here. These are what permanests mean. It means you don't have to waste your materials. And that's good, finding permanent nests. Adam is a very, very... forgot my train of thought. He believes in the power of the nest. And that gods are born in nests, are permanent. And perhaps were even made by, if not the gods themselves, then their messengers. But now we're going to turn to the next day. Oh. Oh, if you get the beak, that's recessive over the poison fangs. And he is short-sighted. And his name is Kirvan. I think Adam and Eve will keep those names, but not for the first. The first 2 sons are going to be named... Actually, the first 3 sons will be named what I would like. While they're here, let's get some food because of that nice rain. And I want to see how many generations it takes us to get to where we're going. To the next day we go. I think this island is pretty safe. I don't think a bear unit has ever spawned in it. My worry is whether or not if they have twins in the third tent, that'd be terrible because then we have to leave somebody behind. So we're going to turn to the next day now. Oh, he's so cute. He looks like a Kodiak bear. And we are going to bother with this. And we're going to turn to the next day. And I think they are going to leave the island. We just have to wait for Cain, and we're going to turn to the next day now. I think Adam fell for her because of her dark fur and that floofy looking tail. I know it's called Stinky Tail, but Poison Fangs don't really have a sense of smell compared to others. You can stand here. And then your brother can come over here. I can get that. Your father can get this. We will see you in a moment because, as I said before, if I move this, they're going to crash. This is not the best location, is it? There's no port to the north. So they'll probably head to the right and find food, which is always a big plus. But we are going to have them have another baby, and to the next day we go. And we now have Seth. And their daughter is going to be named Sulaco, apparently. Abel wants to get a little bit of extra food for the family. As does Eve. Now let's see. A home, BG. B home, AG. If worse came to worse, Sulaco and Abel. But to the next day we go. Is there anybody on the island? We're gonna stay a little extra because they just had the rains. Oh look, a permanest. I'm gonna leave you in there, Sulaco, as we turn to the next day. Perhaps that means one more baby on this island for them. And you're gonna tear down this perma one and come this way. And you can get some of this grass. And once again, to the next day we go. Their younger children look very plain. But now I want to, if they have any more children at all, let's give them better chance at eyesight and better chance at stripes. And, I suppose there we go. To the next day we go. Who got it? You bet it was you. Yes, it was. And we had to stay an extra day for reasons. So next day we go. I want to keep the food, but they are getting up there in age. You are a leech magnet, Sulaco. You can grab some extra food. Grab this extra nesting material. And you can try to get this spot. You can try your best to get that fish. And they all look very golden, like dark gold. And there's only one son that doesn't have the poison fangs because he got his mother's big nose, but everybody else is carrying their mother's recessive gene. And we'll be back in a moment. And here we are on the next island. Many new islands are visible on the northern horizon. Is there one? There is. Wonderful. But first, food and explorations. Well, your brother has found you something. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. Well, no permanast in sight. But we'll be sure to place you right here and see your 6th offspring's return to the next day. Oh my goodness, she's cute. She looks so different. Why is that? Oh, it's because you finally gave the red instead of the yellow. Oh, Issy is so cute. And look at this bountiful harvest over here for those with the poison fangs. Ooh, we don't want to set you right under that coconut tree. I think Kane's gonna slink off. Be like, ugh, the poison fang family. Although Issy was just born and she carries them. I think they're gonna have one more offspring, but they're gonna have to wait because there's not enough material. So to the next day we go. Let's set you up right here so that hopefully you don't get leached, but you might if it comes up this way. That's a problem. Look at that, Adam. Your daughter is enjoying her meal. I don't think Issy likes the taste of these berries, even if her mother does. The others are just gonna go and collect stuff and maybe try to find some more poison berries. This will be the last turn of this episode. So let's see what baby Adam and Eve produced this time is returned to the next day. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. And finally, a son that's not Cain, Abel, or Seth. And Cain does not like bunnies. It's like, any creature that comes that close to me deserves to die. Which I think might have been influenced by his father telling tales of the bluebird ally and how he told it to destroy all but his one sister's family members, like her descendants or her mate. But the rest, he said, get rid of them. And he's telling them if it did not happen, somehow his sister was ousted and his father's other children remain. If they ever find that island, they need to be prepared and take them out one by one. Not invite, but to destroy, for all the heartache that his father caused his mother. For his mother, as said, died when he was very young, and quite early on in her lifespan anyways. And his elder sister knew this, for she was 2 or 3 days, I guess years, maybe, than him. And he heard tales from her, and others whispered. And he will not stand for that line to continue, other than that of his own mother's, despite having his father's blood coursing through his veins. And Eve, her story, who knows what it is. She's just mysterious. And very quiet, I think. I'm not sure that she even speaks very much. If she does, she's very soft-voiced and whispers to her children's ears, especially the young ones, and might sing them all lullabies. For her love for them is great. Until next time, bye!